Hello guys and welcome for today's edition of Live Reactions. Guys, it is a new week. We have more clips to look at here on the RF2CC clip channel. And guys, once again, or as usual, disclaimer, I sadly have no control about the language being used in the clips, and also I'm watching these clips for the very first time. So I appreciate you guys not minding the language too much if something bad happens. Additionally, another disclaimer, I obviously do not own the rights to the material which is looking at. We're just watching whatever the channel of RF2CC is able to provide us. Altaman, thank you so much for joining. And guys, I guess we get going with the clips. So first of all, we have loaded the current video, and I guess we get going straight. Into
That didn't work, did it?
Lynxy RTO. He is running in wet weather conditions. I'm quickly increasing the quality.
Oh my!
Whoa!
Holy crap!
Oh yes, holy crap is about what I would say as well. Onto Idrio. The guy's about... No way. So what the hell have Hansen and Gayson, probably hopefully the right word, right pronunciation, they have been... I wonder whether Ruzi has also contributed to that. I don't think so. He was ahead, but like, why is Hansen and Gayson making contact like all the time? That had to end in tragedy for sure. And it did here in turn 11. They end up taking 4 cars out in total. That's crazy. Alright, Lyeth coming down to pit road. Penalty? Question? We are checking. That is too early for checking. Here's the line. 62. Oh, close. Close. Let's see whether that was in time for Luis Gaspar. Maybe the clip is something about something else in the first, but what? No, you. What the hell are you doing? Yes.
I forgot.
He forgot it was non. I do not know what Lewis is usually racing. I think it's iRacing what he's done and what he's doing. Hey Heiko, thank you for joining. Is he an iRacing boy? It clearly seems like it, because that looked like a proper iRacing or ACC run. And here's the tragedy for him, especially, like also for the Porsche that has been parked in that race, got probably rather destroyed. But here, he ran onto that other car, and that got him some repairable damage that he obviously did not check before finally parking in the pit spot. That is double pain and a race loss for Lewis.
Fucking iRacing, man, gets me used to bad shit. Well then.
Well, if you know, you know, right? So you better...
I literally wrote it like...
You better drive around other cars on iRacing too in the future.
I was busy seeing the fucking Discord.
Alright, on to V2 Racing, break-in for the hairpin. Turn 6. And Sebring.
Mais en gros, vous faites des événements avec le...
What?
Avec le multiplat?
How are you able to drive like this?
Ah putain, le... Oh putain, ah non, oh non, oh non, oh non, oh non.
Oh my god!
Je vais partir, je vais éteindre tout. Putain, j'étais en train de regarder le...
I don't understand French, but I know that P word that he used a couple of times. So while being busy figuring here with a cam, he completely missed the breaking point for turn 10.
Ah putain.
Running into the back end of Dubois.
Ah non, oh non, oh non, oh non, oh non.
Oh no is the right word, yeah.
Oh non, je vais partir, je vais éteindre tout. Putain, j'étais en train de regarder le volant. Oh putain. Franchement, en plus, je pense que c'est un français. Oh putain.
It's nothing more to add. Chris Pereira.
Ai, meus braços já estão doendo.
See what this is all about. What the hell? Is that like he must use some minimum torque, because other way there is no way in hell that your steering wheel is doing like this all the time. It must be that his settings contain some minimum torque.
Mais 2 voltas de combustível, viu?
Ah, não dá, velho.
Sector 3 is.
He desperately tries to hold on. Okay, oh, up and down racing into Le Mans. Nice nice GSE wheel. I think it's the Hyper 1 it's called. Like, yeah, reminds me a lot of a Red Bull F1 steering wheel, but seems really nice. And he got those infamous direct drive kind of SimuCube, the active pedals. I think the guys spent a couple of 6K together on this stuff. So Mike Wolf here with an absolute legend equipment. I can't see the screen, triple screen. That setup that he's running is quite expensive. Let's see what he got for us. Into the Persian.
Fuck. No! No! Ah, bollocks. And that's my engine dead.
What did he do? So I need to watch that in slow-mo, because this happened way too fast. To me it seemed his direct drive is being set way too strong. So he goes, and then suddenly he just loses it.
Fuck.
Yeah, sorry about the language there.
No! No!
And that hit is obviously painful. Let's look at it another time from normal speed.
Ah, fuck. No!
I think he's just overreacting, overcorrecting.
Bollocks. And that's my engine dead. Yeah. How's the engine? Fuck this game.
No, wait. It's not about... Excuse me? With a shunt like that in the real world, your car wouldn't be even moving out of the tire barrier anymore. Like, how can the engine be dead? Let's be real. That is correct that this engine is dead. At least the car should be dead, isn't it? Okay.
That's fucking bullshit. I'm gonna
It's...
retire from the race because the engine's dead after a crash. Yes.
Yeah, but I mean, look at it.
What the fuck is that? Like, all of a sudden it just turns right. I mean, fucking come on.
I get the frustration, but...
Ah, t'as fait du LMU?
Yeah.
Ah, deux courses de LMU? Ah, ok. Oh yeah. Oh, il est sympa ce box.
Nice parking.
Ah, tu pouvais me changer les pneus, et les gars.
I've been there, I've done that too. There is a famous clip out of me doing that.
That is it.
Oh,
Yeah, last sector, that's it.
what happened there? It was free practice. Finished.
That is it.
So, and then...
Yeah, last sector, that's it.
I'm pretty sure his game crashed then.
Oh,
Exactly.
no racing for you.
Or was it practice that he was in? Or was it qualifying?
Oh yeah. Oh, il est sympa ce
I
box.
need to check that. That is a crash that appears to be happening, or appeared to be happening. Actually, I think it was qualifying he was in.
That is it. Yeah, last sector, that's it.
Yeah, qualifying. So there is an rule.
Oh,
No, not rule, but I heard at some
No racing
point
for you.
that you should not be in the car on initial session move. So as soon as the session clicks 0, like in free practice, let's say, you should be in the pit road before the session transmits to qualifying, because otherwise this can happen, what we just saw.
Crash to desktop.
Very poor for him, because yeah, that means no racing for him, as he just said. So he's coming back to the game even.
See, this is where iRacing absolutely nails it, you see, isn't it?
I give him that, yeah.
Can I get back in?
No.
Oh, can't we enter now? Marvellous.
Yeah, so I give him that. This is really where iRacing has nailed it, because you can join mid-session into a race. Alright, on to David John Gibbons. Whoa!
Oh,
Where did that guy come from?
wow. Okay.
Yes! Wow is about the right word for them. Oh, look at the chaos. I have to look at that again. Sorry. But where the hell... And I may actually... So there's someone out breaking himself. I need to slow this down once again. But that isn't the torpedo that hits him, is it? Actually, it is. No, it's not.
Oh.
What is the trajectory of that car?
Oh.
You can't even see it in the mirror. Suddenly it just appears on the radar. Like, did he completely miss the breaking point? What was his mission? I am shocked to see that. That's absolutely
Wow.
crazy.
Okay.
I can see on the track map, that is a good shout.
Oh,
Let
can't we
me
enter
see
now?
where he's coming from. So, I'm sorry, I need to once again go for minimum display speed. Very good call there with the track map. So it is this car, I assume. P12, 10, 8, 5, impact. Middle cop. Guys, I'm just gonna call this once. But this guy had no other intentions rather than just kill him. Or whoever is in turn 1. I don't know whether that was towards John. Towards David, but yeah. This is quite obvious from what we see. Okay, back to normal speed.
Okay.
Wow, absolutely fits it. There is nothing more to add. So what do we see here then?
Zawsze sobie na limiterze startuję. Potem tylko klikam
Green, green,
30,
green.
mam obroty już odpowiednie, żeby...
Awesome start by the guy. S. Vettel, interesting. Don't think he's...
Co się dzieje?
Whoa, look at the gap. Locks up.
Wiecie co Ozjasz Babiński uczynił? Kurwa!
Bąk.
No by... Nie, no ja pierdolę, no przecież kurwa miałem start kurwa gołta jakiegoś, a oni mi odjebali takie gówno.
Yeah.
Uczynił?
So what has actually went wrong here? I think, looking at this, besides the fact that the going like turn 1, lap 1, 3 wide like this is absolutely crazy. I think Dintinger is not... it's hard to say. You would probably need to see from the bird's view whether the cars are actually alongside enough. Yes, David, what the hell? Like, did you speak to that guy that just killed you? Coming from P12, 13, 14? Was it an attack on you? Or was it just like some guy that wanted to randomly take out people? Jenkish, yes, I know the K word in that aspect. But I'm not going to go deeper into the word, because at this stage with the Apex being here, I wonder whether it should have been Dittinger, leaving a bit more space. If we go on and tape a bit more, Obviously, he makes the contact on the inside, but I think if Dintinger leaves a bit more space, especially since we're in the starting phase of the race, and it was an absolute crazy going into turn one like this 3 wide already. Yeah, it is still probably Mr. O'Baby to blame like majorly for the impact, and then I think S Vettel from behind. And hashtag, I don't think so. It is the real S Vettel, but quote me wrong. Or prove me wrong. I think he had nowhere to go, really. Making the contact from behind. Finally spilling the guy around. There's not too much that he can do. Onto IWAX. Ooh. I know that word as well. Like, how the hell did he survive? Because that other car spun right into him. Yeah, it was the T1 car that like spelled like this incident. We can quickly go a bit back. Once again. It was that incident that we just looked at. The one where the car came flying and killed you there. That looked very suspicious, at least.
Okay.
Anyway, back to the guy. LMP2 loses it ahead. That is a really, really near miss by IWAX.
Bit sketchy that.
Elaboons.
So there's gonna be a death ahead.
A death ahead.
32 minutes, guys. Patience.
Oh boy.
Oh, I should have went to the right. But
Okay, this is an interesting one. So obviously these two have their come together and clip each other. At this stage, personally, I would not even know where to go myself. Okay, David, it's good to know that they apologized. Yeah. Let's see whether the other one is in that clip compilation as well. Okay. Yeah, at this stage, I would not know myself where to go. I would have probably done the same that Alexander did here and go all the way to the left, because this is the most likely spot where the gap opens. If you look at that situation, you look into the motion of the cars, and you try in your head to anticipate what these drivers are going to do, which hopefully they either lock the brakes, or at this speed of the spin, they will likely roll backwards. That means everything in this area is a potential danger zone, because the number 22 car could put the steering wheel to the left and then roll backwards going right. So that area is potentially blocked. If he just, from the angle that he spins, keeps going straight when locking the brakes, that area is potentially fine, but then you have the same issue here. So with that spin going actually the same direction, and these guys trying to most likely going straight as quickly as possible again, this area becomes a danger zone. So the most logical way to do it is go to the left, which I think would have been the right call initially. Let's see what happens then, because there is also that car coming close here in the mirror. So he is already stationary. Alexander is committed though, nothing he can do. Arguably he could have gone for the space, because if we look close enough at it, I need to pause at the right moment. Even that is tricky. That car stationary, and now this car could roll to the left. So in hindsight, it would have been the smartest thing to just go straight. But you can't know. The split second he makes the decision for going left, he is determined, and that leads to the crash. And then I think the other cars from behind, just unlucky situation.
Baz was on the right. Baz was on the right.
Because they are just there, you know, they are just coming there.
Baz was on the right.
It's unfortunate, it's unlucky. What the hell have I seen here? That was a switchback. Where did that car even come from? From the very outside. I'm not sure what what that business was. Painful.
Ah, je l'ai vu arriver en spin sur moi.
I have a suggestion on what has happened on this one. Toyota is an LMH. 100% of battery clipping means you lock the rear instantly, and this is exactly what it looks like. Poor one for Favier, because Shilagi just lost the rear. Nothing Favier can ever do. Exactly. David John, you call it. Full battery, and then there's nothing you can do. Car just spins. Most likely. Like, you have
Ah, je l'ai vu arriver
a handful to do in order not to lose the car completely. But either way, you would go full opposite lock and then just go straight and hope there's nothing in your way. Gamer Muscle on Le Mans Ultimate with his flying goggles.
What's the red thing mean?
Drive-through penalty, mate.
Drive-through?
Yes.
Why have I got a drive-through?
Because you fucked something up.
What's it on about?
Oh, there goes a car flying.
Yeah, but
Okay, Gamer Muscle just wanders about. Ooh. Ah, Kenny unlucky there with on the brakes. I go back for a short moment because there is a perfect explaining on the Toyota. Here, the same happens. Despite the guy usually, well, first of all, he locked the fronts, but he's also locking the rear, as we can see here. Hey, Bonta, thank you for joining. So he's also locking the rear, and from here on, it's really just, you would need a very clear way ahead in order to save that car. Unfortunately, there was AMSI beside, so Christian Ortega had not really the opportunity, or not really the luxury to have the space to keep controlling the car. So, yeah, inevitably, Ortega turns iron actually at the right moment, giving enough space. Now, what am I seeing? Like, that is retaliation, isn't it? Guys, where is this behavior coming from? Like, I get the frustration of being sort of killed, but to just simply come back and spin the other guy around on purpose, that is just so unsportsmanlike. Guys, but like, everyone is doing mistakes. I'm doing mistakes as well. I don't run into people. Nicolini with the pit stop. What's going on here, actually?
See what I told you?
Cynic doing cynic things.
See what I told you?
He ran into one of these boxes.
Jesus.
Interesting. Chickens racing. He's told to be in oh.
Mais non, j'avais oublié ça. Merde.
Yeah, see.
Laisse-moi passer, s'il te plaît, merci.
Ah, he needs to get back into that position even. Oh wow, but that's not the way you're doing it. Like, where... Guys, listen. Whenever you know people coming from ACC, coming from iRacing, whatnot, probably iRacing not even a valid point with the Formation Lab and the ghosting, but I know ACC. R-Factor 2 is collidable in every single situation. Unless it says issue with latency. 5 seconds. That's the only time where cars are uncollidable. Anything else, cars are collidable on R-Factor 2. Know it. Tell the people. I think it's a wisdom gap. I should probably do a tutorial about it. The longer I think about it. Alright, let's go on. With Puma. GT racing in Le Mans, heavy on the brakes, Mulsanne corner.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I get that. That's on the car behind. Because if you look where the car behind's coming from, 5/10 back, no matter how early he brakes there, this is not a situation where you put the nose in. Well done for behaving, actually, with the language up till this point.
What an absolute fucking dickhead.
And I should have not said it. Disclaimer, I'm sorry about the languages. Alright, David John Gibbons here with take 2. Let's see. Interesting. Can't park there, mate. No way. Is it Nielsen again? M. Nielsen? Let us look first at this situation again. David John Gibbons clearly alongside gets punted. It's indiscussable.
Jesus Christ, fucking why?
Fucking why is the absolute right call for that. M. Nielsen. I know this is N. Hansen. I thought that guy was ringing a bell in my head, but he was not. Hey, Skyrot. Yeah, I can imagine that this hurts. It hurts on multiple levels. First of all, with you, there is you should probably explore the Le Mans Ultimate settings and check the controller JSON. And I think on your controller setting JSON, there should be a line, either there or somewhere else in the controller area. There should be a line, jolt magnitude. You can trim that down so the hits of the walls are not being that hard transferred to your direct drive. That was an option in R Factor 2. I'm not sure if it's still an option in Le Mans Ultimate. But you should have a look, because if I know there's people running high on force feedback and force feedback strength, but for those occasions, those hits, those jolt magnitudes, they are too strong and they can really, really hurt you. So you may want to have a look into these. Yeah, but squeezing someone to the wall is one thing, but really running him into the wall is a completely different. And that is just another episode of unsportsmanlike driving, especially when it's just practice.
Jesus Christ, fucking why? Automatically.
So, PSC Placky in a Le Mans race with the wets. I think that was... Whoa! What? How on earth did he miss him? Car was just stationary, like such a lucky miss there. Goodness me. Alright, Player 2 TV, Fuji and the LMP2. He just sees one guy getting off and flipping, and he keeps flipping. What the hell? Interesting face. Yeah, guys, that's taking it to the end here straight away. That was this week's Clips episodes, and as you can see, I think there is sometimes even something that we can learn looking at these clips, whether that is learning something about the game, learning something about our equipment, learning something about racing, or just seeing that sometimes people are losing their head and losing their brain on what they are doing. So yeah, I think that will be an interesting format moving on. A next video of this kind likely after next Sunday, so somewhere next week. Guys, I hope you have enjoyed the stream. Please, any thoughts to the clips we saw, anything you guys want to mention, put it down in the comments area below, and we'll discuss it out. Thank you so much for your time, and see you next time. Bye bye.